Just like yesterday.
Okay, good morning. Let us begin.
Good morning, Isaac.
Morning. The king of Philistia, fearful of Isaac's growing economic influence, asked him to leave. Isaac settled nearby and then began his life project, digging wells to provide sources of water for new towns and villages. So you know how right here.
That's all?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if we're supposed to be taking these, but I hope so.
Better hope so.
Alan's going.
It's interesting. I hear a lot, guys that are trying to make plans for their life. But I don't know what I want to do for my whole life. Which is a good point.
When you were just saying I don't know what I want to do with my life, are you saying for yourself? Meaning if you don't, how can they? Or were you quoting them? Both? Quoting them. You just said guys that are trying to make plans. Guys that are trying to make plans are generally not the ones who are saying, I don't know what I want to do with my life. They're the ones who are trying to figure out. Okay, fine. Maybe both. When I sit down and think about what I want to do with my life, I don't go, I don't know what I want to do with my life. What's that going to accomplish? I try to think about plans that could actually make things happen and work out to get me to where I want to be. And obviously, I don't know 100% where I want to be, but I think as I do more and more and get older and older, I'm getting a better idea of it. So, yeah. Good morning, Cowan. Good morning, Nehemiah. How was your flight? Yeah. Good morning, everyone.
Nehemiah.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Cowan. Good morning, Isaac. Good morning, Sean. Good morning, Yossi Cooperman. It's actually really funny. I was just looking at Cowan a second ago. Who woke me up this morning on my flight? Steve Aoki. This guy is a massive DJ. And I was speaking to him by the airport, and he asked me, so he wakes me up, he never realized I was sleeping really. I was listening to my music, and he was like, do you have anything you can show me? So I showed him that song, which I was talking about, something like that. But yeah, we were just jamming, and he went on this he was telling everyone low key, don't speak to anyone about it. He was taking his girlfriend or some girl, I don't know exactly, to New York as a surprise.
Aaron Zelig.
Yo, the Stevie Aoki was sitting next to you. It's pretty dope. Yeah, this morning got up. Once again, I'm not sure exactly what the topic of the conversation is. Isaac, you tell me what it is? Isaac? There's nothing. Okay. Yeah, no, I was reading a book called Think and Grow Rich that this guy, Yaron Sid, told us to read. And basically, it's all about how if you have a thought and you develop that thought into a desire, you basically it will happen. Your reality will become that. That's it. Okay. Oh, Yoni.
Oh, hi.
Cowan.
You should have gotten a link, Mr. Cowan. That's what we are supposed to be reading. You don't have to read it. You have a minute to either read or talk about whatever you want. So check your phone. Link or web on Chabad.org. So good morning, Yanni. Good morning, everyone. When are you coming back, or are you coming back? And good morning, Cowan. Good morning, Isaac, of course, and good morning, Mandy.
Uncovering hidden potentials. Isaac servants dug in the valley and found a well of fresh spring water there. Genesis 26:19. What I'm referring to is people that are trying to figure themselves out, are trying to work towards a goal. Don't want to just like work randomly. You know, a lot of people like doing GED and then college and different things, but they have really no interest in. They don't know where they're heading. They're just doing it because that's what's available right now, and I'm going for it because it's growth. But what do I actually want to do like my whole life? Like, how does a guy decide that he's starting a life project, digging wells to provide sources of water for new towns and villages?
So for something like that specifically, it probably just worked out at some point. He probably just got into it. I doubt somebody just like woke up one morning and was like, oh, I want to dig wells. There was probably thought put into it, ideas given to him or whatever. For me personally, I'm not the kind of person that's going to sit in a GD classroom for hours and hours if I don't have a reason for doing it. So when I was 15, I decided I'm saying for me personally, decided I wanted to go into real estate. So I spoke to my dad about it, and I found a person who's going to be able to help me with that. My dad has a really good friend who is very, very successful in the area of real estate that I want to go into. So I know what steps I have to take to get to there. But I came up with a plan, and I'm doing everything that I could do to be ready to start working with him. And that's as far as I'm able to go right now because I have to see where that takes me. But I have a plan to get me to start off with what I want to do. And I think it's a very good plan. And hopefully it's going to work out how I want it to work out.
Yoni.
Good morning.
All right, good morning. Although digging wells certainly served to further the advance of civilization wherever they were dug, they more importantly exemplified Isaac's message to the world. As opposed to filling a pit with water brought from elsewhere, digging a well reveals an already existing source of water concealed beneath layers of earth. Thus, whereas Abraham's message to the world was, let me revive you with the refreshing water of divine consciousness, Isaac's message was, now that you have been revived, look for your inner source of water, dig away at all the dirt encumbering your life, and you will reveal within yourself a wellspring of divine awareness. This awareness will quench your spiritual thirst throughout your whole life. Good morning. Cowan, I need a hug.
Aaron Zelig.
Start waking people up again, so I'm gonna pass. On the road.
Calvin, if you're waking everyone up now, if you could punch 5 people in the face for me, so they get up in the morning. What are you staring at for? So you heard of it said you punch 5 people so they get up. Isaac gave me this weird stare. Also, you don't need to wake up my room because I'm not there.
Aaron Zelig, I was told that you're waking everybody up with slow, calming music today. Is that true? That's what I was told.
Yeah, but I would have to turn this.
Yeah. And I was looking at you like that because that's a strange thing to say. Why would you say that? I mean, I don't think I would say that. So, to try to help Cowan be less violent. Because we love him. And we don't want him to be violent. I know it's going kind of in a different direction, but I think a good start, whatever. I'm saying, look at this. There's an ideal here. There's an idea of what he wants to bring out, and therefore it ends up being digging wells. So kind of what you're saying. But.
So I have an idea of what I want my life to look like, and I found a way that I think I could get to what I want my life to look like through real estate, and then I found somebody who could help me be successful in real estate, and I found stuff that I have to do in order for that person to be able to help me be successful in real estate so that I could live my life how I would like my life to be lived. So right now I'm working on the steps that I have to take care of, and I'm going to go to him, and hopefully from there everything will go amazing. Good morning, Yoni. Nice to see you. And I like honestly, if Cowan wouldn't be violent, he wouldn't be Cowan. As much as he beats the crap out of me every day, and honestly, it's not really annoying anymore. But when it was annoying, if he didn't do it, it just wouldn't be Cowan. Like that's what our connection is based off of. And then a few conversations we have, like mainly him beating me up.
It's not annoying. Cowan wouldn't be him, right? I got used to it though, so like we're good. Now I'm okay with the black and blues. Don't worry, it's part of like I designed it now. I tell Cowan to punch exactly here, so it looks like this, and there, so it looks like that. It looks like a bird. Which design are you getting next? Isaac's well digging teaches us that our flashes of insight or inspiration must be followed up with self-improvement and self-refinement in order for them to make lasting changes. Torah or 17c, Likutei Sichos, Volume 1, pages 27, 28, 29, Volume 5, pages 71, 72, Volume 15, pages 194, 195, Volume 25, pages 123, 124, 125, 126, 127, 128, 129, 130. Cowan.
Ardelic.
Pass. I'm waking up Joseph Kogan right now.
So let us see what you do to wake him up. Where's the soft music? Kogan!
Good morning. Good morning. Hello.
Quick reminder, this is on YouTube forever.
Oh boy.
Cowan, I told you not to go in my room, and you purposely did. You're in trouble. Big trouble when I see you next. You don't want to know what's going to happen.
Thank you.
Kogan, get out of bed. It's from your Scoopman. You listen to him. Pass. This show.
There's a young man that says this, I believe. About digging. I like how he says, dig away all the dirt encumbering your life, and you'll reveal within yourself a wellspring of divine awareness. So it's a cool idea because it's not inspiration, right? Inspiration happened already before. This is about a person really checking himself and to see and discover what he already has inside himself. Now, practically, I think we need to figure out what that means. But it's a good one.
Yeah, it is. It is. You got to think about all the things that are slowing you down from the goal that you're trying to accomplish at the time, and then your bigger goal. And you got to cut things out that aren't good and add things in that are good. You replace bad things with good things. Yeah, it definitely helps if that's what I could interpret it as saying. I think it makes sense to say that. Yo, Nechemia, where did you meet Steve Aoki? Where? You don't just see him in like a back row of a plane. He always tends to meet these random people in random places. All right, Yaska. Yaska.
Yaska, are you there?
I said, okay. Okay, Daniel, welcome. You're the prince. I'm happy that you came here. And listen, everything will go for pot. I don't know. You don't hear me, huh? Nothing. So, my phone makes pop. You don't hear me? No, you only hear me?
We hear you. It's just difficult.
So, I don't know why you don't hear me. So, Zelig, good to see you, Rabbi Khan. I know, if you hear me, I don't know why you don't hear me. Okay, listen. You hear me now? Yeah, okay. So, guys, I'm surprised to see. I feel I revealed my problems in my life. I was never responsible. And one of the things I realized is a very crazy thing. Religion and God and all things was external. Like, like I had a choice in my mind.
Something external. We just read that once you have an inspiration, it's internal. You go. Either way, I miss the Zionist by FiveAlive a lot. And Cowan, haven't seen you in a while. I actually was going to call you yesterday, but I got busy.
Oops.
I had to meet up with a few people because I'm moving to Wisconsin. And yeah, so I didn't get to call you. And all of a sudden you show up on FiveAlive for some weird reason. So now I'm going to have to call you later. And I can't see the timer perfect clear because it's behind all the boxes. You move it where the mouse is. The timer, just move it to where the mouse is.
Move it to where the mouse is.
Yeah, your hand right now.
Oh.
Now I can see the timer, which I have 5 seconds left.
Chaim
So first time I met him in the airport, I wasn't supposed to, but I was like, because I've shown knows I have the premium lounge, I met him in the lounge, and like we're chilling, and like he was very open to have a conversation. Hello, good morning, Oscar. How are you doing? It's nice to see your face. And yeah, so we were chatting, and then he comes over to me on the plane and asks me to show him some of my music. So I was like, sure. So yeah, it's pretty cool, and I'm very happy about that. And Cowan, I see you hitting a jewel. And yo, Sean, Mendo, good morning. I'm missing you guys, and hopefully I'll be back in Jets in like a few weeks. Cheers.
Calvin.
All right. So it's good. It's good. Yoni, good morning. It's good to see your face. Morning, Rabbi Yaska. Yeah. Thanks to Coops, I started joining us. Coops sent me the link yesterday. I was like, good idea. It's a great idea. What I was gonna say is that I heard you guys were talking about growth, right? So it's like me, like the I was about to say.
Thank you, Aaron Zelig. Think about it. Yosef.
Okay.
Yeah, my goal is not to get you to join online. My goal is to get you to come here to the actual thing. Who cares about your wake up job? All you do is pull off their blankets, anyways. So at 7:15, you set. You pay someone $2. He wakes everyone up, and that's it. You did your job. But for that $2, you know, there's a lot of this here. Good morning, my dear.
I think we're talking about divine awareness. Divine awareness. Unfortunately, I think there's an issue. One of the issues in Jets is this certain like weird avoidance of Hashem. It's like we don't talk about him. One of the examples of water is that water is a basic necessity for life itself. If you want to live, you need water. And I'm speaking about water as divine awareness, connection with Hashem. And I guess what I'm trying to say is that I could do two different things. I could do the same exact thing in two different ways, and one will work and be happy, make me happy, and the other one won't. So if I'm just trying to be a millionaire for no reason, yeah.
There's being a millionaire for a reason, and there's being a millionaire and knowing what you want to do with your money. Because I'm saying, you let's say your reason is to support a school, right? That's a good reason. But if somebody's reason is because they want to live a wealthy life and not have to have money as a worry, and they want, well, you said, we spoke about this yesterday, right? Okay, but let's say they want to be able to support their family and they want to be able to have a nice house and this and that. Does that count as a reason for you, or does it have to be a reason that is generally agreed upon as something that's good and the money will all be put into the right place? Like, everybody could have a different reason. Nobody's just becoming a millionaire so that they can walk around saying I'm a millionaire. I mean, that's pretty pathetic. I think even if people get bragging rights from it, they're still doing it for a reason. Even if the reason is they want to have the money to be able to spend, that's still a reason.
Rabbi Yaska.
Good morning, Avi.
Yoni.
So I'm trying to find this little specific spot. So give me like, let's see. I'm not sure if you caught that one. The Rebbe said that a shliach is Hashem's missionary. Yeah, so I'm heading to Wisconsin to help out God's missionary, emissary. I don't know, emissary. Yeah, that's what he said. God's shliach. Heading to Wisconsin. Avi, I'm going to be the state right next door to you. I'm actually landing in ORD on Thursday. I'm going to be a few miles closer to Jets than New York is. Yeah.
Nehemiah.
So I wasn't really following the conversation, but it sounded pretty cool. Good morning, Yoni. How you doing? So I was just speaking to Maggie Cohen, who was saying right next to me. Yeah, I'm gonna be working with him hopefully this for the next 2 weeks. There's so many things. Everyone's going for the tennis. Yo, Isaac, you know I haven't slept in a freaking like day. I slept for like an hour, probably an hour, 2 hours.
Avi.
I'm really tired.
Avi, go ahead. Well, we can't really hear you.
Tony, and just come hang out with me.
Yoni, come hang out with me.
Uh,
I got.
Yeah, Avi, we can't hear you. You're freezing. We can't hear a word you're saying. You're freezing out.
And all that he was saying is getting caught up.
That's why I can't even mute him because his connection's so bad. It's really cold in Chicago. All right, Aaron Zelig, attempt to speak.
Yeah. What's it called? No, I said 2 minutes. Yoni, hold on a second. Yoni, 17 minutes. Come on, up to 3, 4. Up ahead. I wanted to say it was about growth, right? A lot of people have misconception that growth happens as you get older, right? So it's not true. Right, there's a guy in my brother's clubhouse. He's like 50. He's like 55, and he's been smoking weed his whole life. And he's basically like a 15-year-old kid in a 55-year-old body, saying brain-wise, mentally. And also, what you, Isaac, and Sean were talking about being a millionaire, and it's like, what's it called? That this whole thing is about giving tzedakah. He wants guys that are giving $500,000 to tzedakah every year. It's just like an incredible thing. It's like that's like.
Oh yeah. Alan, you don't want to hear your voice more than me. He knows it as a joke. I don't know what to look for a half hour each day. Count, I left my. Did I leave anything in the door? Did I left something? Yeah. I left my brain in the door. If you could bring it to chats. Pass. Just stop it.
So I heard. And I think that in regards to wealth, I think that it's Mendel. You think you could make that noise in your room? Is he sleeping? Oh, she's not sleeping.
Yeah, it looks like Avi realized this connection was amazing. Nechemia, did you by any chance take a picture? Did you take a picture? I don't know what that means, but yeah. I had a nice Farbrengen last night. It was really good. Levi Labor is a very good Farbringer. He has a lot to say. He's very smart. Putting that out there. Yeah. I'm tired.
Obieska.
Wow. So I see Zelig, the CEO. It's amazing to see you, really, and all of you to see is amazing because basically it's. I can't even tell you. One of the things in my life, I was cheating myself. And today in the morning, I caught myself, but I didn't cheat. I should not cheat completely myself. You know, if I make some up in my mind, I should keep it. I should go on a level, the minimum I don't do, something I shouldn't do, because I have a body, and let's not destroy my body. Some things I don't betray myself. This is the first time in my life.
All right, so I took a screenshot instead so you guys can read it. All right, so this is one, right? Because a shliach is God's emissary. The guy was saying thank you for the shluchim in Peru, something like that. And then the Rebbe says, I am just an intermediary who conveyed the message of God and his Torah, and he continues with that. I sent the link up onto the group, and it's about 13 minutes in. You'll be able to see it. So yeah, it's too bad we couldn't hear what Avi had to say. I wanted to hear. Yeah, Callan's left just now. Okay, and feeling woozy. I don't know why. Feeling very out of it.
Nehemiah.
Can everyone please take a moment to look at my arm? This arm. Hey, games. Count. Can you mute yourself during other people's turns? It's pretty rude. I really enjoyed. I watched the Kenneth the other day. I watched it live, and I really enjoyed that guy. It was really cool. It's a good story. And yeah, I really enjoyed Kenneth this year. It's really funny. This rabbi stands up and starts rapping. It's hella funny. Yeah, I passed.
Aaron. That's his name, Aaron Zelig.
You know me.
Yo, Lakana, you owe me $8, bro.
Joseph. There's 9 minutes. Yeah. Ga je vragen? 1, 2, 3.
Chaim, if you didn't hear Kogan, he said you owe me $8, Cowan. It's okay. You can let. You're not. You have to make sure everyone is quiet. No one can speak at your turn. It has to be completely silent. Just you. And you don't have to say 8 to that. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. No. Gotta allow it. What were we speaking? Yeah. I don't know what we're speaking. We'll see.
So I thought about this. I wanted to do this for a little while. I got into it, but then kind of got out of it as well. It says that any insight or inspiration should be followed up with self-improvement, self-refinement. And so we've been sitting here for, I don't know, whatever, 45 minutes about. And what's my takeaway? Because I don't know why. I mean, today didn't feel so good for me. And I think it was because I feel like maybe I'm coming off as like a little bit attacking, like judging. I don't know, judging, but like, it's about other people. It's not about like how to refine myself. So, I think that it's necessary to create a comfortable environment, especially for FiveAlive, and also how do I self-improve?
I don't know. I actually like the conversation today. I was able to talk for a good few turns in a row. I'm having a problem lately. I'm very edgy every day. It's really hard for me to sit in these chairs for like more than 5 minutes. I'm just very uncomfortable, and I'm still doing it. It's just hard. So Nechemia, you still didn't tell me. Did you take a picture? Nechemia, did you take a picture? Okay, answer me. Yeah, okay, send it to me. I want to see it. Send it to me. Send it to me. Send it to me. Oh, good morning, Hilla.
Morning.
I actually thought of you this morning because I saw one of my friends posted a picture and they tagged it by Yam, so I was like, oh, that's where Hilla is. I was gonna tell him to go to you, but I don't think he needs a haircut. But yeah, yeah.
Rabbi Yaske, you there?
Still haven't. Yes, okay, you want to speak.
Oh, let me see.
Nechemia, go ahead.
So that's happened already. I sent it to you. Yeah, like he is like Loki that's taking picture. He didn't want everyone to saw it.
Hello.
Yo, did you guys also hear him like weird?
Yeah. It's got a bad connection.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Chill.
what's up, everyone? Oh, wait, what? Are we good?
Yeah, go ahead.
We're good? Okay, we're good. Anyways, so how's everything going, guys? What's up? By the way, Shalom, I saw this guy. I don't actually know him, but I know of him. His name is what's his name? Oh, Mr. Preacher. Mr. Preacher, right? Yeah, so I saw him also, but then I sent him a message. I was like, yo, where you at? But yeah, anyways, so I'm in Bat Yam right now. I left the barbershop. Some really, really, like, whatever. I'm not gonna talk about it, but like, whatever. I just didn't get along in Beit Shemesh. Like, it was way too Haredi over there, and right now I'm trying to move to Merkaz. The Merkaz, there's a few jobs over here that right now the barbershop's not in my like there's bigger things. So Mizat Hashem, I'm working on a few things. But yeah, that's it.
Aaron Zelig.
Yo, hello. It's good to see your face. Morning. So yeah, not sure say right now, but yeah, I'll get better at this. Ain't say that.
Fear finish 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I'm past my last turn. Thank you, everyone, for letting me speak. Thank you, everyone, for letting me speak.
Passing?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know what the takeaway is. I'm thinking out loud, and I'm gonna try to figure out what am I taking away. Cause I mean, if we don't have a purpose and a goal here, a direction that we're trying to get at, so yeah, we have a basis of some text, some cities to lead us in the right direction. But we basically could easily come to our own conclusions could either be good or not. So by coming up with a positive resolution, doesn't matter how small it is, I believe that this becomes purposeful for me. I'm talking about for me, obviously. So, good morning. I'm trying to figure out what is my takeaway from this, and I'm having a tough time. So if anybody has a good takeaway, let me know.
Oh, I'm really not sure. It's an interesting point, though. Yo, hell yeah, preacher. Like, I don't know him that well, but I chilled with him a few times. I went to a hookah lounge with him. I chilled with him myself with Sheva. He lives in Karnitz. He lives, like, in the outskirts of Karnitz. He's a nice guy. So, yeah. That's a sick picture. Good for you. Should have got his number or something. Maybe he could bring you into the business, make you some money. But that's pretty cool. Cowan, you look like a turd. Yeah, pass. I think those are very good words to end off with. Yaska. Is Yaska on?
I don't know.
Mechamia.
All right, Nehemiah. Closing statements.
What is that? Short sug. Good morning, hello. Son, hey, how you doing? Yo, Sean, you should definitely hit me up. Short sug, definitely hit me up, man. I'm there for that. Okay, pass, bye.
Okay. Yahasher Koyach. Have a beautiful, wonderful, sweet day. Thank you for joining. Shalom. Good morning.
Good morning, Sean.